gotta make sure it's like, right here. Okay, we doing great. No. Okay, I'm gonna randomly test. Okay, it's going pretty smoothly.
Build a website you love with Wix, where your words create your brand, your opportunity.
Life of Luxury is a series that began in early 2019.
Great, great. All right. Okay, great. Great, 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 great. Great. All right. So, we finally fixed it, right? But I need to improve my quality. That's something. That's something. I gotta improve my quality. Oh shit, dude. Bring this closer. So, oh dear, it's a pretty late stream, dude. Pretty late, pretty late. Right now, you're just gonna wait a little, cause, oof. We literally need stuff to react to, so I'm gonna keep this right here. In the meantime, while I wait, cause, oof. Actually, I'm out to do this first. If it lets me. Where the hell is it? No, not that. Boom. All right. Great. Great. All right. So we're gonna start. I'm gonna be reacting to random stuff you guys tell me to watch. Like not necessarily songs, but like stuff to react to. If I can get like any viewers at all. If not, then oof, I'm cooked. Cooked. So right now, I think what should I even watch right now? What should I even watch right now? Yo, dude, literally, yeah, this is like a late stream. Late as hell. Late as hell. Like, literally, I was not planning to stream this late. I was gonna stream like way earlier. But like, I couldn't get the chance because I was busy. So we're gonna have to do this. We're gonna be reacting to random stuff that I'm told to watch. Right now, we're still waiting. Although, I'm gonna like probably watch like a few random videos. Right now. And like give my opinion on something. Yo, actually, like videos like these is what I'm talking about. Like I should react to. Coffin Baby versus Hydrogen Bomb. Is that what you want me to watch? Is that what you want me to watch? Coughing Baby versus Hydrogen Bomb. This. Which one? First one? This one?
Epic rap battles of history.
The second one. Coffin Baby versus Hydrogen Bomb.
Epic rap battles of history. Hydrogen bomb. Versus Coughing Baby. Begin.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Why did I get an ad? Anyways, I mean, yeah. that's how it would have ended. What is this? Through patches of violet harbor.
It's a great meme, but you're.
It's an ad. What is this? Alright, that's exactly how I would expect.
Epic rap battles of history.
Why is there so many of these? Trunks, what? Oh, please, Peter, I need this. Minecraft hardcore but have carbon. Okay. What's my For You page, dude? What is this? You have a very bad sixth sense of humor, bro. I think mine's just as worse. What? Look, I'm trying to find some random stuff I should watch. An hour video of a chip, dude. What am I? Don't even ask me. My stuff is broken like crazy. What is Freezy Desires? Official music. I'm not even getting the question. Alright, you know what? Let's find a random video. I think the best video I can react to is this. Start it out. Let's start it over.
Created by Park.
Life of luxury into which you cannot survive. Lock in. Lock in. Why is the quality so damn low? Hold up. Gotta increase that.
Life of Luxury is a series that
Lock in. Lock in. Okay, you know, I should have not have it at 2K.
That began in early 2019. Created by Parker and Chester, each episode follows
Yeah, no, it's gonna break my stuff. I'll just have it at normal. 4K.
follows a familiar, unsettling pattern. Parker reveals an email or disturbing footage sent in by a victim who believes something unnatural or outright paranormal is happening inside their homes. From there, the duo sets out to investigate, documenting whatever entity, presence.
I remember watching this and thinking this was the scariest shit ever. Genuinely, I think, like, I thought this would be, like, this is, like, one of the scariest stuffs ever. But then I was like,
Or
oh, no,
phenomenon
this
is tormenting the
definitely
residents. Night after night, they place themselves in danger, facing creatures that are grotesque, inhuman, and almost always hostile. In this video, we'll break down these monsters one by one, examining their appearance, behavior, and threat level, and determine whether it's even remotely possible to survive a direct encounter with these horrific abominations.
Life election. Lock in. Lock in. I gotta add, are we dead?
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on
I should get
it, just by thinking about it.
No,
Meet Base 44.
We're in the whole mood. Crazy. 17 minutes long though. Subject 1. Tommy. I remember watching this. Not that long ago, I remember watching it.
Tommy is one of the most disturbing entities in Life of Luxury, originally believed to be Candace's missing son, but the real Tommy had died a year earlier, meaning the
I'll keep it like that, you know what? Why is it so low?
Meaning the creature that climbed through her window was an imposter, wearing his clothes and mimicking his habits. This Tommy looks humanoid, but at night, his body mutates violently. His limbs stretch to unnatural lengths. His neck expands outward like a flail, and his head can rotate.
See, like, I don't understand how I believe this is real. How did I
a full
How did I believe
360
this was real?
degrees without injury. His face is sometimes hidden behind a mask, and his tongue is long, black, and slick, designed for feeding. Tommy behaves like a parasitic predator.
Actually, I think being a full screen messes up my camera. I'm looking at that right now. I think it messes up my stuff. We're gonna stop that right there, cause like, am I dropping in frames? I think I am. I think full screen just messes it up. I think that's why last video I only had, like, I didn't even go full screen.
Bound to a nightly growth cycle. When darkness falls, he lies still beneath blankets before rapidly expanding in size, bones stretching under his skin as he emits painful wails. Then he stalks through the house with unnatural intelligence,
twice as smooth.
always returning to Candace. Using his tongue, he penetrates the base of her skull and drains cerebrospinal fluid. Candace shows signs of severe neurological collapse, suggesting Tommy keeps her alive just so he can milk her, repeatedly.
Okay.
His strength is
wow. I looked away. That's the first thing I see.
overwhelming.
Wow.
He smashes doors, drags victims through windows, and moves with inhuman speed. His threat level is extreme. Tommy cannot be reasoned with, contained, or distracted. Locked doors, boarded windows, and surveillance do nothing to stop him. Once attached to a victim, he becomes relentlessly territorial,
Dude.
and returns night after night until the host collapses or disappears entirely. Even Parker and Chester barely survive encounters with him. Survival against Tommy is unlikely. The only real chance is to evacuate the home before nightfall and immediately.
Realistically speaking, of course, I think I can beat this guy. Any day. I think I can beat this guy easily.
Separate yourself from the targeted victim.
Listen, this dude is a walking pair, like two Slender Man stacked on each other, right? All you gotta do is get to a small space. He pulls out his tongue or whatever. You got a sharp object, whatever. You grab it, you yank it out, easy.
Staying inside,
I'm pretty sure I don't even think this dude even like runs or goes
hiding,
fast.
or trying to confront him almost always ends in paralysis, abduction, or death. Against Tommy, escape is the only option, because once he begins feeding, it's already too late.
Yeah, no, I think I could beat that. I think I could beat that, low key. Look, 8.9 is a stretch. Listen, 8.9 is a wild stretch. That's a wild stretch. Insane stretch. I think that's a stretch. No, I think that's a stretch. I think that's a stretch. Subject 2. Bedworm.
The bedworm is a grotesque parasite introduced in We Bought a Parasite Off the Dark Web video. Resembling an oversized tapeworm with the same biological structure, a long segmented body packed with eggs, ready to spread into new hosts. Initially bought as a pet, the creature quickly proves to be an invasive apex parasite, with extreme mobility and an instinct to burrow into flesh. Its bite is the first sign of infection, marking Chester as its primary host. Once inside a human body, the bedworm's offspring spread rapidly. Chester begins experiencing swelling, internal movement, and pain as the parasites replicate beneath his skin. Attempts to seek medical help fail. First with the incompetent Dr. Mumley, who suggests amputating Chester's stomach. As the night progresses, the worm's behavior accelerates. It escapes containment, skitters throughout the house at unnatural speeds, and eventually returns to Chester, launching itself into his body through his lower cavity to rejoin its offspring. The bedworm's intelligence is limited, but its instinct for survival is extreme. It can detect its host from across a room, move faster than a human can react, and force entry through any available opening.
Okay, pause right there, cause
Once connected to a host, its goal is simple: multiply, burrow, and consume from the inside out. The parasites inside Chester demonstrate rapid growth, coordinated movement, and an ability to fuse their life cycle between internal and external phases.
See, but look. Here's the problem. You gotta be like a dumbass to die to this, right? Just keep it sealed in. I'm pretty sure
Survival
it takes
against
common
the
sense
bedworm
to
is
know
nearly
that
impossible once
you
bit.
just have to keep
Early
it sealed.
evacuation, immediate professional medical intervention offer the only slim chance. But the parasite's speed, stealth, and relentless return to its host make escape unlikely. If the worm has already begun reproducing beneath the skin, the victim's fate is almost certainly sealed. The organism will keep entering, feeding, and nesting until the host collapses from systematic failure.
Okay, bedworm. What's the threat level? Extreme. Okay, survival chances. Dude, 6-7. 6.7% chance. I'd say that kinda true. I mean, if you have no common sense, obviously, like you would die to this. You would obviously die to this if you have like zero survival instincts, right? So all you gotta do is like not get bit by it, is what I'm saying. Like, don't get bit. Don't. Why were you even ordering this in the first place? I'm pretty sure you can live it. You can live it. Just don't be a dumbass. You can definitely live it. Taylor Stalker, aka off-brand. What's that dude's name?
Taylor Stalker appears to be a deranged, mentally unstable intruder who navigates her home with unnatural movement and disturbing noise. His most defining feature is his height, that allows him to tower over movement and disturbing noise. His most
dude, that's another
defining feature is his height, that allows him to tower over door frames and move with jerky, insect-like steps. His face is obscured by either a mask or smeared face paint, framed by long, messy hair along the sides of his head. Even before Parker and Chester arrive, Taylor reports hearing footsteps, animalistic screams, and receiving disturbing photos, leaving her convinced that someone is secretly living inside her home. After receiving Taylor's email, Parker and Chester suspect either hallucinations inside her home. After receiving
any weirdo looks at this girl, obviously
Taylor's email, Parker and Chester suspect either hallucinations or an escaped patient from the nearby mental asylum. Upon entering the home, Taylor explains that her stalker enters at night and hides somewhere within the house. Once the cameras are set up, the truth becomes impossible to deny. As Parker and Chester monitor the footage from their car, the stalker suddenly emerges from a bedroom. His height unnatural, his movements twitchy and unpredictable. The two immediately react in horror, as they question how he is taller than the doorway, and what is wrong with his distorted face. As the night continues, Taylor's stalker grows more erratic. He notices a camera at the bottom of the stairs and begins behaving wildly before smashing it. Moments later, he is seen under Taylor's bed sheets, slowly revealing himself as a camera.
So like this girl does not feel nothing, right? You're telling me you're. I mean, I understand if you're dead asleep, but still.
Glitches and her
Any
fear
little movement you should,
escalates.
like this. You're telling me you don't feel. Oh, what am you?
Only to find the stalker already approaching them through the doorway, his towering silhouette barely fitting within the frame.
Right.
The three escape the house and flee into the night, with Parker and Chester attempting to contact Taylor's parents, calls that were never returned. The stalker's identity, origins, and motives remain unknown, but one thing is clear. He is not simply trespassing. He is living inside the home, watching, waiting, and creeping closer every night.
Dude. Dude. See, oh my god, I gotta add.
Love Roblox?
No.
Earn Roblox digital gift cards with Microsoft Rewards.
Realistically speaking here. Subject, Taylor Stalker was the threat level high, okay? Okay, see, that's realistic. Yeah, that's realistic. You have like a higher chance of surviving that dude. I'd say all you gotta do, what do you gotta do for this dude? I mean, just don't get caught by him. I mean, if you're fast, you're good. If you're a fast runner, you're good. Yeah, I mean, you can survive Jeff the Killer 2.0, man. I mean, that's easy. Subject 4. Billy. First off, I'm not taking this guy seriously. I see this guy, I'm not taking him seriously. I'm not taking him seriously.
Billy is another distorted humanoid whose transformation mirrors Tommy's, hinting at a larger pattern behind these creatures. He appears lanky and malformed, with extremely long limbs, a stretched frame, and wild black hair that shoots out in every direction. He wears a white shirt with red sleeves, and though his age is never stated, his behavior suggests he has regressed into something primal and predatory. Like Tommy, Billy's Jurassic physical changes begin after entering the woods, suggesting that whatever infected Tommy may have also reshaped Billy into this unnatural form. Billy's behavior ranges from vacant to violent. Early footage shows him drooling uncontrollably at Debbie, before he suddenly shifts into manic excitement when offered food. Throughout the night, he repeatedly bangs his head against a wall and screams, as if reacting to internal pain or fighting urges he can't control. His erratic movements escalate until he smashes a plate over his own head and twists into a disturbing spider-like pose, using his long limbs to move in unnatural ways. As Parker and Chester monitor the house, Billy becomes increasingly predatory. He peers silently into their room from the hallway before ultimately attacking Ronnie and consuming him off camera. Unlike many Life of Luxury antagonists, Billy does not pursue Parker and Chester after the attack, implying his goal was singular and instinctual, rather than territorial or malicious. His transformation pattern, behavior, and anatomy strongly suggest that the same force, entity, or infection that created Tommy is also responsible for Billy. Given his unpredictable movement and bursts of violent strength, survival against Billy depends entirely on distance and early escape. Once he snaps into predatory mode, his speed and erratic locomotion make close-range encounters nearly impossible to survive. Like Tommy, Billy embodies an infection that reshapes human biology into something spider-like, ravenous, and barely sentient. Another reminder that whatever lurks in those woods is a true enemy.
Great. Trying to survive that, holy. Billy, threat level high. Okay, see, no, like close, like close range. I'd say that's about right, but far range, like if you're far, like another roommate, you see that, like I mean, you're fine, dude. You just leave out of the place. Just leave out of the place. Subject 5. Oh god. Imaginary friend. Ooh. Oh. Oof, man. Oof.
The imaginary friend's first appearance instantly sets him apart from the other Life of Luxury creatures, with one haunting trait. He cannot be seen with the naked eye.
Dude.
Only night vision.
Okay, so Wow, we already got to get a disadvantage. He
And
can't be
technology
seen with the
reveals
naked
his
eye.
true form.
Great.
Physically, he's a thin, elongated humanoid with an unnatural
Wait.
true form. He cannot be seen with the naked eye. Only night vision technology reveals his true form.
Okay, so you can't see him. So he's basically invisible, and you can only see him with
Physically,
night
he's a
vision.
thin, elongated
Holy
humanoid
disadvantage.
with an unnaturally protruding neck, a tangled mess of hair covering his face, and a patterned shirt with jeans and black shoes. Despite his frail appearance, he possesses enough strength and anatomical distortion to swallow a human whole, much like Billy. Parker and Chester become involved after receiving an email from a distressed woman named Barbara. She explains that her son Tamar died in a fire, and ever since then, her son Caleb has acted increasingly disturbed, stealing her undergarments, cutting a girl's hair, and becoming violent. Caleb insists that he has an imaginary friend, but Barbara believes something much darker is happening. When Parker and Chester confront Caleb in his room, he vomits a strange, goo-like substance on Parker, hinting that whatever is influencing him has already taken root.
Ew.
Later that night, the truth becomes horrifyingly clear. Under night vision, the imaginary friend emerges and silently devours Caleb whole. As Parker and Chester search for him, Chester is attacked by the invisible creature, confirming that it can physically interact with the real world even when unseen. Before they can react, the imaginary friend turns his attention to Barbara, consuming her in the dark while the two investigators flee the house. To this day, Parker and Chester have received no updates from Barbara or Caleb, and their footage
he
suggests
ate
the
them.
unthinkable. This being was never a figment of a grieving child's imagination. It was real, and it was waiting for the right moment to step into their world.
Okay, see? Now this has to have like the lowest chance of survival. There's no like this is like 2% minimum. Threat level insane, yeah. Yeah. You gotta be like built different to like survive that, dude. Absolutely built different to even survive, dude. Eugene. Why is my chat not showing up? Shouldn't it show up? I feel like it should show up. It's not showing up though. It's showing up here though, right? Yeah, right here. Ooh. I wonder how you like make the chat show up. Pop out chat. Is that how you do it? If this is how you do it, then that's perfect. Do not fully zoom in. What the? Okay, hold up, no, because we gotta make this smaller. Don't make it big. Holy. Wait. It's getting there. Can I? Okay, you know, I think that's gonna be able to where is it? Okay, I can obviously grab it from here. Don't. It keeps zooming in. It's better. Okay, we're gonna keep it right here. That's better. All right, back to watching. Eugene. It's gone again.
Eugene was once a loving husband and a father, but his deep insecurity about his appearance pushed him to join the Men's Enhancement Club, a decision that marked the end of who he used to be. After his visit, he returned home on foot through the woods, leaving his car behind, and what walked through the door was no longer human. His face was peeled and stretched unnaturally across his skull, his eyes black and hollow, his mouth hanging open as though the muscles no longer worked. His pale, patchwork skin looked assembled
Realistically,
from multiple
if you
bodies.
see this,
His limbs unusually
I'm gonna
slender,
stay. Realistically speaking,
and his facial features misaligned as if stitched on without any understanding of
What the hell?
anatomy. Whatever Eugene was before, he was now consumed by an obsession with becoming perfect. From that point on, Eugene isolated
so he's
himself
wearing
in the
another
basement,
person's
surrounded
skin.
by black goo, discarded flesh,
it looks like he just put
and
a glove on.
half-completed enhancements. His personality deteriorated into something emotionless and
Was it lagging? Is my Wi-Fi tripping, dude? Why is it lagging? And then the chest about to get, yeah, chest about to go away. Okay, go back.
4, he was now consumed by an obsession with becoming perfect. From that point on, Eugene isolated himself in the basement, surrounded by black goo, discarded flesh, and half-completed enhancements. His personality deteriorated into something emotionless and predatory. What used to be a father became a psychopath devoted to rebuilding his body, using whatever materials he could gather. His twisted version of becoming perfect involved harvesting skin, attaching new limbs, and molding himself like a living sculpture, no matter the cost to those around
See,
him.
he just left that whole
His
body
enhanced
there.
form is barely recognizable as human. Eugene can slide effortlessly across floors coated in black slime. This substance allows him to slip into the skin of others, wearing them like crude costumes. He can assimilate bodies from the inside, construct bone and nerve tissue, detach fragments of himself to infiltrate victims, and twist his torso backward like a spider preparing to strike. Even in his imperfect state, his control over his flesh suit lets him move in ways no human body should allow. Despite his surgical experiments constantly failing, skin slipping off, bones cracking, tendons tearing, Eugene continues his pursuit of the perfect body. He has the knowledge to reconstruct flesh, the strength to overpower victims, and the patience to craft new forms over and over again. Whatever he became in that men's enhancement group, Eugene is no longer a man. He's a creator, a collector, and a parasite determined to build his masterpiece, using anyone unlucky enough to be near him.
Realistically speaking, I'm pretty sure you could live it. You could probably want
Wix gives you the power of AI to build the website you need.
Realistically speaking, I think I could live that. I'm pretty sure I could probably survive. Threat level, high, yeah. See, no, that's not kind of, I'd put that like at 40. You probably have like a 40% chance of living that. You know, not really, why does it say that? Why does that say that over here? Why the hell is it? Okay, never mind. Let's keep going. Pretty sure this is the last one. Subject 7. What is that? Forest creature. I'd probably not survive that. I'd probably not survive that.
The forest creature is one of the
probably
most
not
horrifying entities Parker and Chester have ever encountered. A towering black humanoid with skin so dark it absorbs light, contrasted only by its bright eyes and a stretched toothy grin. Its hair hangs in long, tangled gray clumps, framing a neck that twists at impossible angles. Though skeletal and malnourishment in appearance, its limbs are elongated, crooked, and unnervingly fast, capable of carrying it either on all fours or upright at a towering height of over 10 feet.
Oh, dude, 10 feet? Hell no.
This creature first appears in the video It Waits Until You Fall Asleep, where Chester first captures it on camera dragging a woman into the woods. Its attacks escalate throughout the night, eventually breaking into Chad's room, killing him, and leaving his body pinned to the wall like a grotesque trophy. The same fate befalls the stalker woman, who desperately enters the house seeking safety, only for the creature to slip inside and finish what it started. What makes the forest creature especially terrifying is its unnatural physical capabilities. It can stretch its arms and neck to disturbing lengths, allowing it to reach victims through windows, doors, or even from the shadows of the forest. Its jet black skin grants exceptional camouflage in the night woods, making it nearly invisible until it's too late. Despite its frail appearance, it possesses startling strength, easily dragging Chester across the floor and thrashing him like a ragdoll. Silent, patient, and perfectly adapted
This dude is doing nothing. He's
for
just standing there
nocturnal
watching his
hunting.
friend.
The forest creature represents the
Get
pure
cooked.
predatory nature of the unknown, waiting just beyond the tree line for anyone who dares to fall asleep.
Interesting. Threat level insane. Yeah, that's pretty realistic. That's pretty realistic.
And that concludes our descent into the twisted world of Life of
See, though, that was a. I think the worst one that you do not wanna like go up against is imaginary friend. This dude, is like I'm
reveals
pretty sure
his
the most
true
dangerous
form.
on here.
Physically, he's a
The
thin,
most dangerous on
elongated
here.
humanoid with an unnaturally protruding neck,
Has to be the
a
most
tangled
dangerous.
mess of hair.
Basically invisible to the human eye. Alright, let's see what else. What else? What else can I watch? Cause literally, I'm literally having no viewers, but I'm gonna turn these like this whole live stream into like a whole like video. Worse than death.
Nice ride.
Let's see. Though there was like a long ass video I did see. When Pennywise got jumped by kids for smoking Georgie. Lock in. This video seems peak.
I'm back. Alright, so the movie starts off with our brother Georgie doing what real niggas do. Playing with their paper boats in the rain. Real G's get it. If you know, you know. Anyways, this reincarnation of EDP pulls up on this little niglet. And this is when
EDP is insane.
I realized he was still a white boy at the end of the day.
Yes, you bitch. You're faking a fraud.
His real G card has been revoked. Moment I hear a voice coming from the sewers and I see this, dumping the entire clip on bro. It might even fix them dusty looking teeth. Adios mi amigos, me no talk to strangers. Chop Stuff over here tells us that his name is Pennywise the Dancing Clown. Now I know he's a child, but look at him! You're telling me that this kid is laughing with him like he's bro? Like he's a friend? He gotta be sped. He has to be a bit sped. Pennywise talking about some, come get the boat. Oh! Nigga. Well, this little niglet with screws for brains proceeds to get gaslighted and puts his hand in the sewers. And it was GG's for Georgie. I wonder if I should do something. Nah, it's just kids being kids. Anyways, we're introduced to the gang, and if you've never seen real niggas, then feast your eyes. You mess with one of them, the rest gonna give you nasty looks and call you mean names. Ooh, so gang.
Wait, is my stuff lagging? Holy, it's like lagging like crazy over here.
Gangster. Alright, so quick run through. We got Bill, Georgie's brother, we got Richie, we got Eddie, and we got my man Stanley. The gang has an encounter with these South Park looking characters, and bro, just look at them. You know they be ripping that N-word, Pokemon style.
Nigga, you ain't funny.
But she's a baddie, so I have to let it slide. The ops then proceed to abuse them, rob them, burp in their face, biological warfare. But Bill, a real nigga, he stands 10 toes. He's like, what's up then? And this nasty mutt. The way my Glock Gen 5 would have been calling my name? Like, bro, screw you, screw your mother, screw your grandmother, and I hope you all get chlamydia and type 3 diabetes. Anyways, Pennywise switches from EDP to King Vaughn. Getting Georgie wasn't enough for him. He trying to increase his KD. Starts driving by all the kids just to strike fear in their hearts. I'm sick. Probably told them in 10 years so they're gonna have a forehead and a hairline just like him. Would have scared me. Would have started praying to God that very night. Please, Lord, don't let me end up like this. Straight terrorizing these kids. Same way Kanye been terrorizing his fans.
For the love of God! I'm not finished.
These guys be doing anything and calling it art. No, you're just autistic. Okay, so one thing y'all should keep in mind is that Pennywise needs you to be afraid before he eats you. Fear makes the kids tastier. He's a freaked out Negro. Just keep that in mind. Okay, so the last person on Pennywise's list to drive by on and scare was Bill. And he did him the worst. So he can shapeshift, right? So
Okay, oh, wow, no, okay.
this demon turns into Bill's little brother, Georgie, who he had just previously smoked, and legit starts to troll him. Then he tries to eat him, basically saying, yeah, I smoked your little brother and I can do the same thing to you whenever I feel like it. Oh my god, this thing is a demon. But Pennywise must have not known who Bill was, cause Bill is gonna make sure bro regrets that. He should have checked his G status before he came. Oh my god, it's platinum. He immediately rallies up his gang. We going on a manhunt. Oh, they also got new members, all tied by the bond of getting whooped and oppressed. That's crazy to me. Same way incels are bonded by the fact that they all get no hoes. Alright, so once the gang is together, they start talking about how all the kids that have gone missing have been near the sewers, and that all the sewers lead to the well house. Oh nah, Pennywise making his own local Epstein Island.
Ah.
It's your turn.
He got a whole human trafficking
Dude.
operation up in there, so he don't really appreciate it when these kids are trying to bust his operation. Hey, Pennywise lucky this movie was made in 2017, cause then Pred Catchers would have mixed bro up. Would have hit him with a special attack. Alright, so once the kids crack the case on where all the kids are going to and basically where Pennywise's base of operation is, then Pennywise starts messing up with the video camera, and then this demon puts a picture of Bill's entire family up on the screen, zooming in on Georgie's face. This man genuinely hates Bill, bro. He gotta disrespect his little brother 24/7, bro. Please stop. And then he poses as his mother and slowly starts to show his face. And then... Jesus! In all honesty, I low-key considered not even doing this video, bro, because I could not finish this movie. Look at this, bro. You can't blame me, bro. Y'all almost did not get this video. But nah, her reaction is so real because what are you doing in the situation, bro? She really took her face. I'm gonna tell you what Bill's going to do. This man Pennywise has done it.
What are you doing?
For the last
You might
time.
just accept your
That
fate.
was his final mistake because Pennywise has done irreparable damage to this man Bill and has taunted him. Bill is sliding for his dad. He's going to paint the streets red with this man Pennywise. He immediately spins back. He pulls up in his Hellcat, 4-cylinder, ready to smoke, bro. Immediately, the entire squad then pulls up on the same timing. Pull-up game, 10 out of 10, ready to smack the paint off this dusty, cross-eyed clown. They all some real G's, bro. I should have been giving them more props. Well, that was until they opened their mouths and started trying to stop him from spinning. This 6'7", big forehead, receding head-eye nigga might have killed your little brother. But it's summer. We're kids. We should be having fun, not spinning on our ops.
When you go to sleep, remind yourself you a bitch.
It's summer, nigga? I spoke too soon. All y'all some hoes.
Smell like bitch in here.
But Eddie and Richie some real ones though, so they do pull up. I'm gonna let them slide. But literally in 10 seconds, these short bus kids immediately get separated and are now gonna be forced to run the ones with the unemployed 6'7" pedophile. Pennywise playing chess while these bums playing checkers. Like they making it easy for bro. Falling for tricks like this?
Eddie.
Yeah, nigga, no. But Bill saves him. He's carrying the entire team on his back right now. But let's get to the action.
Yeah!
Pennywise catches Eddie by himself with a broken arm. Literally starts crip walking on him, walking him down, bro. He seems too eager, too happy to touch a minor right now.
Whoa. I've not been talking, dude.
Weird. He's moving like Dr. Disrespect. How you got a wife and kids but still trying to slide on minors? It don't make sense. It don't add up. Alright, so Bill and Richie pull up last second, saving Eddie. But Pennywise hits him with a flash step, moving like a Bleach character on them. But gets countered by Bev with a pull to the dome. Oh my gosh. But Pennywise said he leaving with something.
What do you say fuck me for?
Where you going, fool? Bill ain't done with him though. He trying to run the ones. He ain't get his get back yet.
Come to the street, bro. I will beat your motherfucking ass.
But Pennywise does escape though. So everyone except for Beverly is mad at Bill for almost getting them all killed. And Richie starts getting a bit too disrespectful. Mr. Four-Eyed over here, Mr. White Urkel over here keeps yapping. So Bill checks him. After that, everyone goes their separate ways. And this is where the group has been disbanded. Okay, so during the little time skip, my boy Bill starts to get rizzy. I see you, brother. Things are finally looking up for you.
For the love of God!
Bill finds out that his girl got tucked and knows he needs to get the gang back together in order to save her. Pull-up game, 10 out of 10. The black brother Mike comes strapped. He about to let that hoe sing when he sees Pennywise. But as they're about to go inside, this man Stanley want to get cold feet. Alright, so the scene cuts to Bev and she's in Pennywise's crib. And god dang, this place is dirty, bro. If you look closely, you can see the cockroaches over there getting lit. But what do you really expect from a guy that looks like this?
I'll be crying if I look like that too, bro. That's fucked up what they be doing to y'all.
Pennywise pops up and Loki starts hitting that.
This nigga is crazy.
Dance if you gay, Bruce. Dance if you gay, Bruce.
But Bev not going for his antics and hits the dash. Jesus! Oh nah, bro. This man hit the uppies. This man looking too happy. He low-key looks like me when I see a 6'5" baddie. But anyways, he catches her and puts her in a genjutsu. She's sleeping. But after some time, the gang eventually finds the main lair and saves Bev. But Pennywise is already started with his antics, bro. This is elite levels of hate skill. Can you let this man Georgie rest in peace? But Bill ain't playing no more, bro. He lets that blicky sing. And then Pennywise comes out all mad, bro, looking like me when another 3-month talking stage goes nowhere. But alright, bro. The final fight begins. DJ, play my song. Alright, so Pennywise charges at Bill but gets blocked. Bev gonna hop in with an assist, but Pennywise seen it, bro. He got spider senses. Get that out of here. Mike wanna come in on some, is he bothering you? And gets the backhand of death, sends him flying. Oh my lord. Bill gonna jump on his back, finna ride bro like the average Cardi fan. Then everyone else starts to jump on him and starts holding him down. Yeah, this is how you jump. Anime thugs need to take a lesson. They be going in one at a time just to get cooked. But Pennywise is a master at spin jutsu, so he starts throwing them all off and gets 2 body slams. He starts bargaining. If they leave him and Bill alone, he'll let the rest of them live and he'll go to sleep for like 27 years and they can all live and die and whatever. And Bill starts to agree with him. But Richie steps up and delivers this golden line. I can't say it better myself.
You punched me in the face. You made me walk through shitty water. You brought me to a fucking crackhead house. And now I'm gonna have to kill this fucking clown.
So tough! Oh my gosh, he winds that hoe up and clocks him. Then Mike tries as well but gets blocked. He going 0 for 2. Lock in. Stanley said, nah, my nigga. They taking turns on bro. I love to see it. But Pennywise knows Mike is trash, so he singles him out. Got bro hitting the stop, drop, and roll. Ben says that's enough and gives him the ace treatment. But in order to beat Pennywise, Bill harnesses the power of his ancestors and starts whipping Pennywise. Oh my god, I love it. I love it. And they start doing him bad, bro. Pennywise backs away and realizes these are some real niggas, bro. They aren't afraid of him. Like the coward he is, he runs away. Afterwards, they all swear in blood that if Pennywise isn't dead, they coming back to finish the job. Ooh, so tough, bro. If y'all enjoyed, consider subscribing and like the
Crazy right there. Anything else to react to? Crazy. Dude got jumped. Insane. Gotta find something way else, dude. The FBI got involved.
These are some of the most disturbing individuals in the furry community, and as the list goes on, what each of them did will just keep getting worse.
I might watch that if I can't find anything better. Trevor Henderson Giant explains. You know what? We're gonna watch this. I gotta add. Great. Trevor Henderson Giant explained. Lock in.
What is
I know most of these. I think I know these. I don't know the name, but I think I know like. I've seen them.
They do not crawl from the shadows or hide in forgotten corners of the world. The giants stand above everything, looming over the horizon like living disasters. Their size alone makes them seem eternal, as if they've always been here, and maybe they have. The giants of the Trevor Henderson universe, a highly requested topic that we will cover in this video. Unlike my previous videos, I will have to structure this one slightly differently due to the vast amount of information and lore regarding the giants. I will segment this video into 4 major parts. Segment 1. What are the giants? Here we'll uncover what truly makes a giant classify as a giant, the rules that define them, and the strange appearance classifications they fall into. From animal-like titans to humanoid colossi to forms that defy all logic. Segment 2. Origins. In this segment, we'll explore the vast and unsettling history of the giants. Here, we'll uncover what is known about where they come from, how they first appeared, and what their existence means for our world. By the end, you'll have a deeper understanding of what these colossal beings truly are. This segment will be the longest and contain the most information due to the large timeline regarding the giants. Segment 3. Motives. This section will focus on the giants' purpose. We'll examine their possible motives, what drives their actions, and their potentially grim intentions they may hold for humanity. Do they see us as prey, obstacles, or something else entirely? Segment 4. Behavior classifications. Finally, we'll break down the known classifications of the giants. Each falls into one of 3 distinct behavioral categories with unique traits and abilities that separate one from another. Understanding these differences is crucial because knowing which type of giant you're dealing with may be the only chance you have to survive. With that said, prepare yourself. We are no longer speaking of the creatures that stalk the shadows or wander the streets. This time we face the colossal abominations towering above them all, being so immense and incomprehensible that even a single glimpse may shatter your sanity. Welcome to the Trevor Henderson Giants.
Yeah, I know these. Segment 1. What are giants?
The giants, also referred to as the Titans, are a mysterious group or perhaps an entire species of enormous beings within the Trevor Henderson mythos. Unlike creatures such as Siren Head or Cartoon Cat, the giants exist in a separate universe, one apart from the original setting where most of the Trevor Henderson entities dwell. Over the years, Trevor Henderson has shared multiple images of these towering entities, with their first appearance dating back to 2018, around the time when he began experimenting with the eerie found footage style that defines much of his work today. Because giants vary so greatly in appearance, identifying which creature truly belongs to this group can be difficult. However, across Trevor Henderson's work, 4 consistent traits appear. A creature must meet at least 2 of the following conditions to be considered a giant. Sheer size. A giant must be massive in stature, at least 50 feet tall with no upper limit. The only exceptions are flying giants, who begin at a smaller threshold of around 10 feet. Presence in mist or fog. Many giants manifest surrounded by dense fog or clouds shrouding their full form from view. The misty guests embody this condition directly, often emerging from heavy mists that seem inseparable from their existence. Exaggerated proportions or threatening features. Giants are often marked by unnaturally stretched limbs, extendable tendrils, or other grotesque features hinting at their ability to snatch up humans or wreak destruction. If not grotesquely proportioned, the creature must still display traits that imply violence, predation, or large-scale devastation. Thematic captions. Almost every Trevor Henderson giant is tied to captions that provide hints about their presence or meaning. These captions fall into several recurring themes. Warnings and alerts. These include emergency broadcasts, weather alerts, or official warnings about a giant's approach. Analysis. Observations of strange behavior, alien origin, or bizarre phenomena caused by them. Human impact. Accounts of how people adapt, struggle, or complain about the destruction left behind. And normalization. The giants described as if they were simply a part of daily life. Appearance classifications.
On my neck, dude. I gotta add.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Right now they require like a lot of traits to be classified as giants.
Animalistic giants. As the name suggests, this classification applies to giants that bear notable similarities to animals on Earth. The resemblance does not need to be exact. Some creatures are combinations of multiple animal features rather than a single species. For instance, Passerby at Night demonstrates traits from several animals, while Behemoth most clearly mirrors a reptilian form, almost resembling an enormous iguana. Humanoid giants. Perhaps the most diverse group, humanoid giants possess a body structure that roughly resembles a human. A torso, 2 legs, 2 arms, and a head. Variations exist, with some members missing or having extra limbs, or distorted anatomy, but the overall shape remains recognizably human-like. Their sizes vary drastically, ranging from around 50 feet tall to several kilometers in height. The most iconic example of this category is Breaking News. Unusual form giants. This final category encompasses giants that defy all recognizable biology. They resemble no known animal or human shape, existing as completely alien structures. Some may faintly echo earthly organisms, but never enough to be considered a direct parallel. The meatball is a prime example, at first glance resembling its namesake, or even a spherical sea creature akin to a pufferfish, but upon closer inspection, revealing writhing tendrils emerging from its form. These unsettling, otherworldly shapes embody a true strangeness of the Trevor Henderson giants.
Segment 2, the origins.
The giants have origins unlike any other creature in the mythos. They are not native to Earth, nor do they hail from any known planet or even the void. Instead, these colossal beings are believed to come from an entirely separate dimensional space, a realm completely alien to our own. Clues to their beginnings come from the Tendril Giants caption, which mentions the 2 moons were theorized to be a sign of the overlap spaces. If true, this implies that giants possess some form of power that allows them to freely traverse dimensions. Further evidence suggests their entry point into our reality is the sky itself. The so-called second moon, witnessed by humans, may have not been a celestial body at all, but instead a massive dimensional gateway. Trevor Henderson hinted at this in a response about the giant with red dots, describing it as opening up the skies, perhaps inviting others to pass through. This theory gains weight with the sky tentacles, a creature depicted quite literally emerging from a rift in the clouds. Before the giants arrived, there were only the moon worshippers. These strange humanoid figures emerged from under a light of full moon, climbing to the highest ground they could find and raising their arms skyward in silent reverence. For weeks, they carried on their rituals, ignoring the damage they caused to property, yet never harming people. At first, they seemed to be nothing more than unsettling curiosities, but then things began to change. Unexplained phenomena swept across the skies, and it became clear the worshippers were not acting alone. Their rituals were not meaningless displays, they were signals, messages sent beyond our world. In truth, the moon worshippers were calling to the giants, and the giants answered. Not long after the moon worshippers concluded their weeks of ritual, a new terror appeared in the sky, what witnesses call a second moon. Of course, it wasn't a celestial body at all, but most likely a vast portal, a gateway through which the giants began their descent onto Earth. By this time, the scientific world had already given up, unable to craft a logical explanation for such an impossible sight. A few desperate voices suggested it might be the result of overlapping dimensions, a fracture between realities. Most dismissed the theory as madness, until the truth revealed itself. The second moon was not a sign. It was an opening, and through it, the giants came. The events that followed would scar humanity forever.
You gotta add, yep. Holy dude.
Are you a Roblox fanatic? Microsoft Rewards has a brand new way for you to
In December 1988, the first giants stepped through the rift. These were beings we now call the precursor of the First War, and Sky Tentacles. Which of them emerged first remains uncertain, but their impact could not have been more different. Sky Tentacles was elusive, slipping between dimensions and vanishing into the skies. Many dismissed early sightings as hoaxes, until photographic evidence proved otherwise. The precursor, however, left no room for doubt. Unlike Sky Tentacles, it did not retreat. It was a destruction giant, and its arrival marked catastrophe. Entire cities were torn apart, countless lives were lost, and humanity quickly understood that this was no passive force of nature. It was an enemy. Desperation drove mankind to strike back. That decision ignited the first war between the humans and the giants, and cemented the precursor.
Realistically speaking, you saw this. Why are you gonna start a war with it? Why?
The war between mankind and the giants raged for at least 3 long years, with one singular goal: destroy the precursor. Entire cities were evacuated, countless lives were lost, and humanity threw everything it had: tanks, planes, missiles, and weapons never meant for war into the fight. And
what the flip? Ah, it crashed.
Yet, the precursor endured. During this desperate struggle, more giants began to appear across the globe, their presence spreading like a plague. Still, humanity pressed on, refusing to surrender. After years of bloodshed and devastation, they achieved what had once seemed impossible. The precursor was finally slain. Across the world, a single phrase echoed as a vow of relief and defiance: may it never live again. But celebration quickly turned into despair. If it had taken 3 years and
put that back, because that's gonna break my stuff like crazy.
Unthinkable losses to bring down one singular giant, what hope was left when dozens more had already begun to arrive? Humanity realized too late that the precursor's death was not a victory, but only the beginning of an endless war. After the fall of the precursor, humanity waged one last desperate stand: the Second War. But the endless surge of giants proved too great. Every new day brought fresh horrors, and every city that rose in resistance was crushed beneath their colossal feet. The realization came slowly, then all at once. The war was already lost. Humanity's weapons were useless, their victories were meaningless. What followed was not peace, but surrender. People were forced into a grim submission, no longer daring to defy their towering overlords. The giants roamed as they pleased, killing at will, and dragging victims into ascension. Humanity, broken and powerless, could do nothing but endure their rule. Over time, humanity was forced to adapt to the constant presence of the giants. After decades of living under their shadow, people learned enough about their movements and behavior to make changes that could at least delay death and destruction. Massive containment zones were built on remote islands with rough terrain, designed to slow the giants down. The idea was simple: force them to cross water and difficult land so people had more time to escape. Giants like the Birdwatcher, Remain Indoors, the Wandering Doom, and the Treehead have all been seen wandering these zones. Authorities broadcast alerts whenever a giant was near, much like a tornado warning. Citizens were told to report any unusual signs such as earthquakes, heavy mist, strange lights, unnatural storms, since any of these could signal a titan's approach. Hidden underground bunkers became the last line of survival. When a giant closed in, people were ordered to flee into these heavily fortified shelters, out of sight and hopefully out of reach. By 2027, living along giants had become humanity's grim reality. Entire generations grew up under their rule. Even so, their toll on Earth was undeniable. Millions if not billions dead or ascended, and the nightmare shows no sign of ending, as new giants like the Misty Guests continue to appear.
What's with the ads, dude?
Okay, if there's one AI site builder you need to meet, it's this dope tech from Wix.
Segment motives.
Trevor Henderson himself has stated that the true motives of the giants will remain unknown, describing them as beyond our understanding. Still, what we do know is their current purpose: to either collect or kill certain humans based on some hidden sense of worthiness. What happens to those taken remains a complete mystery. Some people appear to be chosen long before their time comes. To be collected means to be lifted into the skies by a giant, ascending into what many assume might be heaven, though it may simply be the giant's own dimension. The criteria for worthiness varies. Some giants favor worshippers, others seek out the good or the pure, while others take victims seemingly at random. Not every giant collects, however, many are content with killing instead. In this way, the giants echoed the role of angels, enacting a slow, drawn-out apocalypse that mirrors a biblical Armageddon. But unlike scripture, their end times unfold not in a single cataclysm, but over decades of quiet devastation. Whether they are acting under the will of a higher being, or simply following their own incomprehensible nature remains unknown. If there is a leader, it would be something closer to a god than anything humanity could hope to understand.
Probably, man. segment, behavior classifications.
The giants can be separated into 3 main behavior types, each defining their role in humanity's slow apocalypse. Collection giants. These giants wander near human settlements, tasked with gathering the quote-unquote worthy, using immense limbs or tendrils. They lift chosen individuals into the sky, ascending them into what is believed to be the giants' realm. Nearly all are either towering thousands of feet tall or capable of flight. They are not overtly hostile, but their sheer presence causes accidental devastation. Destruction giants. The most common and feared type, destruction giants exist to slaughter the unworthy. Many are enormous, humanoid in shape, and often wield strange elemental powers. Their movements are brutal, reckless, and devastating to the environment. Some display chilling intelligence, taunting, stalking, or tormenting their prey before the kill. Observing giants. The rarest of the giants. These giants are distinguished by their many unblinking eyes. Their purpose seems to be surveillance, watching humanity, and relaying judgment to others. Most also serve a secondary role, either collecting or destroying. The birdwatcher is the best known example, both an observer and a collector, dragging people skyward with massive tentacles. The giants possess a set of passive traits and abilities that remain active whenever they roam. The most unsettling aspect of their existence is how they are able to ignore the natural laws, which would make them impossible. By the square cube law, a creature of their size should collapse under its own weight, its organs failing within moments. Yet the giants walk freely on land, and some even run despite their frail legs or frames, which should not support them. It is suspected they obey their own physical laws, remnants of whatever dimension they originate from. Many giants appear to defy gravity, explaining their ability to move without crushing themselves. This distortion may be why they function so effortlessly despite anatomical impossibilities. Some
Yeah, dropping frames like crazy.
giants carry with them an unnatural fog, a heavy mist that blankets their surroundings.
Dude, it's dropping like crazy, man.
Its purpose is unclear. Giants remain visible within it, and not all species generate it. The leading theory is that the mist is a byproduct of their physiology, perhaps tied to their otherworldly functions, though they
Ooh, that's not looking good, dude. What the
They often appear as mindless beasts. Giants display an uncanny intelligence. They can communicate with each other, mimic human speech, and comprehend human behavior, enough to judge worthiness.
It's dropping like crazy.
Some even acknowledge human concepts, such as celebrating things like gender or holidays in twisted alien ways. Their ability to stalk, camouflage, or conceal themselves demonstrate a chilling ability for beings of such scale. Beyond their passive traits, certain giants possess unique powers. Elemental giants command fire, lightning, or air, wielding nature itself as a weapon. Others disorient prey with distortions or strange sensory effects. Some fly, some reproduce, while others display abilities verging on the divine, such as teleportation, dimensional phasing, or the bizarre attraction towards flocks of birds. That's where we'll leave the giants for now. We've traced their...
Great. I think that's gonna be all for today. I'm probably gonna turn this whole stream into like separate videos, you know? So it's more enjoyable. So I'll catch you guys probably later. So gonna end streaming. Holy insane. So yeah, I'll catch you guys all. Bye.